टाइम। संतोष, अगर आप मेरी आवाज़ सुन पा रहे हैं?
हाँ जी, सुन रहे।
संतोष, बताइए क्या हाल है अभी नेपाल में? जिस तरीके से खबरें आ रही हैं सोशल मीडिया पर और बाकी जगह भी, ऐसा लग रहा है कि माहौल काफ़ी चिंता का है।
हाँ जी, अभी माहौल ऐसा है, नेपाल में प्रधानमंत्री केपी शर्मा ओलीले राजीनामा किया है। उसने इन हालातों में जन हालत अभी नेपाल में है, इसके हिस्सेदार केपी ओली के कारण ऐसा हुआ था। जेनजी भी बोल रहे हैं, जेनजी के आंदोलन ऐसे निर्णायक मोड में पहुंच गया जो 2 दिन में सारा सिस्टम गिरा दिया। प्रधानमंत्री के राजीनामा आ गया, प्रधानमंत्री का कैबिनेट विफल हो गया है। अभी जेनजी के बीच ही बाटे इधर नया अंतरिम सरकार गठन के छलफल हो रहे हैं। अभी भी प्रोटेस्ट जारी है, अभी भी लाखों हजारों युवा सड़क में है। माहौल कंट्रोल में नहीं आ रहा है। अभी नेपाली सेना और 4 सुरक्षा संगठनों का प्रमुख की बैठक चल रही है। इधर जेनजी सड़क में है, माहौल कंट्रोल के बाहर है।
All right, some breaking news coming in. As per latest information, 2 Indigo flights bound for Kathmandu, including the 6C1153 from Delhi and the 6C1157 from Mumbai, were en route to Tribhuvan International Airport but did not receive clearance to land, forcing a diversion to Lucknow. After refueling, both flights will return to their origin cities as there are currently no operations to Kathmandu today, is what we are learning. Well, the India-Nepal border at the Panitanki in West Bengal is on high alert amidst large-scale protests in Nepal. SP Praveen Prakash has said, and I quote, "A police post has been set up with the deployment of force. We are on alert mode and monitoring the situation at this point in time." All right, General Sudhakar ji, Major General Sudhakar ji, defense expert, also with us on the program. General Sudhakar ji, you know, last time we spoke about Nepal and its woes and its issues, it was in the prism of how, you know, China is perhaps trying to crack through the Nepalese political and you know, commercial network. But this time it is a problem that is completely, which was not anticipated.
Yeah, Vinit, good afternoon. Thank you for getting me to your show. And
right, so we're also learning that this is KP Sharma Oli's chopper, in the one that he's using to get out of Kathmandu. All right, General Sudhakar ji, go on, sir.
Yes, much of commentary and narratives have been already explained by the previous very distinguished panelists. They deserve to have the last say. However, allow me to dilate a couple of issues, because this is all happening in the backdrop of Russo-Ukraine war and the Middle East, as also Operation Sindoor has not come to an end. It's an ongoing phenomenon within our subcontinent. And we know what happened in Maldives a couple of months back. And while the Maldives hadn't come to an end, we started hearing about India out from Bangladesh. Now, Bangladesh being what it is today, it's just about barely one year old. We guessed that next is going to be Nepal. Now, what is Nepal? You see, Nepal, if we try and understand, things are actually emerging loud and clearly that on one hand, there is a strategic rivalry between the international stakeholders. They are China and USA. The other hand, I would say there are Islamist forces which have managed to penetrate into Nepal. And why are they actually finding so easy access or penetration is that the governance has taken a back seat. When I say governance, what does it mean? It means that there has been a frequent change of government. There is lack of continuity. There is a lack of long-term policies being implemented. And all this in the backdrop of economic downturn actually has led to a huge number of people going unemployed. The unemployment, like Shruti was covering a little while back, has actually shot up. It is much more than 19%, I'm told. One of my friends has sent me a message. And they don't have a latest survey data. And there are a large number of youths. This is very alarming. They have left Nepal and they have gone overseas looking for employment. And employment being what it is today, we all know that a lot of multinational companies, be it in the Western leading economies, or in the global south countries, lot of people are being actually discharged from the previous mandate signed. Contractual obligations are being forfeited and they're being laid off. So in this kind of a backdrop, actually what is happening is that China, in the name of Confucius Cultural Center or the institute, primarily there are two of them. One is in Kathmandu, the other one is Tribhuvan University. But these two are actually the mother establishments which are controlling large number of them. The last count I had was day before yesterday while giving a talk at a place. Last count I had, I may be wrong, around 36 Confucius institutes have come up in Nepal. Now, what do? They teach Chinese, Mandarin language. There are more than 6,000, between 5,000 to 6,000 people who have been taught Chinese language. There are also the culture of Mandarin, the Han Chinese is being taught to the people. They have penetrated into the way of life of Nepal. This is one aspect. Second aspect is there is a big amount of money, chunk of money which is coming from China's side in form of yuan as also in form of dollar. Third thing is that Nepal, many of us may not know, is actually has got a reserve of rare earth element, very critical minerals are available, gold, copper, cobalt, zinc along the border. And China very significantly and in a very crafty manner is doing salami slicing along the border between Nepal and China itself, or the Tibetan Autonomous Region. And it has managed to defy the existing alignment of the border and penetrate into the Nepalese sovereign land, and the territorial integrity is also being questioned. So under these kind of a backdrop, let me also share that there is a reportage of this is what the Turkey NGO working in Nepal. They're actually responsible for tree plantation, and along with the tree plantation, what is actually been established, what has come to light is that there is a footprint of Al Qaeda increasing, there is a footprint of ISIS increasing. These are all very alarming kind of inputs which are coming. Unfortunately, I don't have any substantive evidence. This is from the open source one is trying to join the dots. So under these circumstances, the forces which are inimical to the growth story of India, they are willy-nilly, their actually interest is converging. That convergence of interest is now or never. When I say now or never, what it means is that nobody wants a second China world, particularly the Thucydide trap says that any established power will never allow a rising power to come anywhere closer to its footing. What it means is, what is China to USA? India is to China. Today, India has got $4.19 trillion US dollar economy, and they fear that the moment it touches something close to 5, or let's say it goes beyond 5, it will be very difficult to actually stop India. They can delay our growth, but they cannot stop India. So therefore, mindful of the fact that they will not be able to control or keep another second China in the world order, it is better to put all and mighty, all resources and efforts to check the growth story of India, whether it is America you talk about, or the forces inimical to India's growth story, the conspirators who are actually dead against India's growth, or it is China itself. So China is playing a game of 36 strategism. Recently we had, if you recall, on 19th of June, there was a meeting between the China, Pakistan and Bangladesh foreign emissaries. They met there on the name of economic galvanization of collaboration. Everything starts with the economy. Between Bangladesh and Pakistan, we all know that both the countries, they import more than 80% of the military hardware from China. So this is one part. The second part is we should also be mindful of the fact that America has pumped in around $500 million in past 4 to 5 years into Nepal so as to contain, counter, and need be, if push comes to shove, go to a stage of competition and confronting Chinese expansionism in the strategic encirclement of India. So these are the couple of issues which are actually making things, taking it from bad to worse. and the economy being what it is, the governance being what it is, the law and order situation being what it is, Nepal is going to go through a turbulent phase. It is unlikely to experience normalcy. It may last for another 3 to 6 months. Till then, India has to keep its fingers crossed. Our borders have to be sealed, and we need to take appropriate measures because 1,700 kilometers is the border of Nepal with India, and there are 5 states. All the states sharing border with Nepal, we need to remain very, very careful and guard our security to ensure safety of our people. Back to you, Nivek.
All right, more breaking news coming in. Protesters have vandalized Nepal's Supreme Court and Attorney General's office as well. Further